evening, gamers! Welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. My voice is hoarse. But hello. How are you all doing today? Thank you so much for tuning in. Oof, what a weekend. What a weekend. It's been crazy. It's been so crazy. Welcome. Some of the names in chat, I actually know what you look like now. Okay, so you can't insult me ever again. But welcome to the stream. My name's Mikey. It's going to be a short stream today, but a little bit of a roundup of what happened over the weekend. There will be a full video about the weekend as well. But just wanted to come in, say hi, let you know I haven't died. But it's been a fun weekend. How long do you have to switch Twitch again? That's one thing I wanted to address. That is one thing I wanted to address. But welcome. Come say hi. Come say hello. Let me know who you are and where you're watching from. As always, again, it's going to be quite a short stream. So I thought I'd just come on and say hi and give you like a little closing out of the weekend. Hi, Mike. I'm so excited for AdMech. Well, thank you for the 2-year membership, Jose Ariola. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, buddy. Did something big happen this weekend? Funnily enough, yes. Yes, it did. I was supposed to post a picture before I went live, but we'll be having a look. I've got a couple of pictures to have a look at. But a really big thing happened, but also YouTube fucked me. YouTube royally fucked me yesterday, which was very brutal. Was very brutal, I won't lie. It was pretty cringe. Hey, Andy, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Really appreciate you. Make sure you say thank you, Todd Grindle. And holy shit, that's some Des has just gifted 5. Holy fuck, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Des. And Andy, that's so kind of you. If you've just been gifted a membership, Todd, T-Bouncer, Tier 3J, Corpa, Foxy, this is AWOL. Make sure you say thank you and welcome to the Freeloaders Club. The people who've just been gifted a membership, they've given you access to our Discord for free for 30 days. So make sure you get in our Discord with !Discord. But also, they get to call you Pop. So... Hey, Big C! Oh, I met Big C this weekend. It was very cool and very epic. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, mate.
Gifted members.
Pegasaurus, Lord Nerdbane, Dudex. Deckno! Deckno gifted 5! Hell yeah! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Thank you so much! Oh my god, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. That's super kind of you. Thank you so much. Decknull, of all people, the one person I bullied into becoming a member, has now become the gifting membership. Now has decided he wants to become a gifter.
Member.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. That was very generous of you. You do not have to do that. Well, I said I'm only live for a little bit today. So, thank you so much for being so generous. That was really kind of you. Giveaway for the membership. I don't have anything to give away. I give it all away in the raffle. I need to collect some more stock. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Big C, that's some Des, Decknull, and obviously Andy Tech Dad for kicking us off with the 1. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Wow, what did you do? What, Mikey, what did you do with Decknull? I know. Decknull, that was very generous, mate. Thank you. Big C, super kind of you. You're a legend. Des, as always, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much. And Andy, once again, thank you so much. You need to start YouTube so you can gift on iOS, though. Log on to the PC. Yeah, the like PC browser, the iOS browser version of YouTube is really shit. So YouTube streaming is all right most of the time, but you might have noticed I had to resort to the ex-girlfriend, the extreme channel, twitch.tv/Hellstormwargaming. The old Twitch channel. We had to stream there yesterday because YouTube shat itself. Look, I didn't stream on that channel for 10 months, and I was playing Crisis Core. 10 months ago. I was playing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, doing squats, having a great time. That was me. I was right there. I was turning that into a gaming channel, but YouTube shat itself. Okay? It just, like, died. I don't really know what happened, but it was like every live stream went down. Like, YouTube, like, oh, let me see if I can... Will you type, please? YouTube live stream down yesterday. See if there's any news article. But yeah, we were trying to stream on YouTube, and we just couldn't do anything. We had, like, super fast internet. We had super fast internet. As you can see, we were looking at this. YouTube down detected. That was like last night when the semi-finals were trying to happen and stuff like that. Obviously, like, it only does last 24 hours. But we were looking at, like, the down detector, and all the live streams, like, disappeared. They all went down. I heard, like, Dota 2 was having, like a huge stream, and they went down as well. So if you missed the semi-finals or the finals, they are on Twitch. I will leave a link, but I'll drop a link. However, if you do want to catch up with them, I will be re-uploading them to YouTube very, very soon. Probably like tomorrow. My phone was going mad with all the live notifications. Yeah, because we kept disconnecting and reconnecting. But I haven't actually seen these streams. I was there. I'm curious to see what it sounds like. Because, like, what we'll do is we'll look at the semi-finals. So we had Petford versus Maidlow. Where's sound? Did we have no sound?
All those sustained hits and strength 6, I believe.
Yeah, so you can, like, hear the background noise of, like, the people playing. Because this was round 6, so everyone was still in the hall. Yeah, you can, like, hear the background noise, right? You can hear the background noise. But then the final... It's like dead. I can't even hear that.
No, it's in this bottom building that you can see at the bottom, lads. Lads and ladies, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Sorry for being quiet. We're trying to talk loud.
It's so... The atmosphere is so different. So they got this giant hall with all these tables in for the first day with all this cool background energy, and then the final... 2 legendary people, however, very, very tired, also about 12 feet away from me. So everything I said, they could hear. So I couldn't be like, man, I hope Josh notices that this has happened, or I hope Alex is able to jump down there. And it just didn't happen. At the beginning, there should be raffle screaming. There probably is. Yeah, let's have a listen.
Wargaming fellas who've obviously joined up with Hellstorm the foe. All right, that is the mission here. So I'm going to update that. Do you want to quickly talk us through the top lines for Josh's list? Now, many people will know it.
You can hear the raffle happening in the background. It's like golf commentary. It was, yeah. You got those small local microphones, and they're lapel mics, so they're on their chest. But like, because we're like not very far away, you can just hear us. Like when the event's on, you can't because it's so loud. But like something that we noticed like later on is we couldn't actually commentate properly because they're like in a big empty hall just over the way, and it's like, oh, you can just hear everything I'm saying now. This is awful. However, then turn your volume down. It was great. We had a great time. I've actually got a picture. Now this doesn't include all of everybody who was involved, but I have a picture. I think I'm pretty sure. This was, I'm going to do like a full video, but I just thought I'd give you a little breakdown. This was most of the team for the weekend. I'll just zoom out so you can see everybody. This is most of the team at the venue, as you can see. This was at about 5 to 9 just before we opened the doors. There's one person missing. Mark had gone and opened the doors. I don't know what my face is doing. What is this? That is so grim. But this was the team for the weekend. So we had... me, obviously. We had Lambo Paints. We had Elliot. We had Billy. We had Tom. We had Georgie. But obviously we had Nathan, who's been on stream before. And obviously Magoo, moderator Magoo here. These two fine gentlemen run Steel City Wargaming in Sheffield. So that's like the like our local like like RTT / small GT level TOs. So I actually collaborated with those guys for the event, and obviously Mark was there as well, but not in the picture. But before I post it online, I'm gonna Photoshop him in. Why I got big neck? I'm a Giga Chad. Okay, I'm a Giga Chad. I don't know what Jake. I think Jake was taking the picture. If I remember, I keep pressing the wrong button. I think Jake was pressing the taking the picture. But this was the and the last person here. This is my mum. Okay. Oh, is it Jamati who took the picture? This is my mum, everyone. I've been trying to explain to my mum what my job is for the past, like, 5 years. I've been trying to explain to her what Warhammer is for, like, 12, 15. We're trying to explain what my job is for, like, the past 3. Because I've been doing Warhammer full-time for 3 years. And she's never really got it. And then I was like, Mum, come to this tournament. Come and have a look. And she did, and I think she was quite blown away. It was very funny. So I thank you to everyone who did come and was very nice to my mum. That was very kind of you. That was very cool. No one hit on her, which was I did appreciate. But this was our venue. This was the OEC that we ran the event in. As you can see, we have 5 sets of terrain, and we had 5 tables set up along. And as you can see, super spacious, super bright. It was just very cool. It's just very, very cool. Bring your mum to work day. It literally was. It literally was bring your mum to work day. Thank you for hosting an amazing event. Thank you, Believer Rush. We appreciate you. Was Jake kidnapped? Jake was kidnapped. But yeah, what I just basically wanted to pop in and show you like a couple of pictures of what happened essentially. So this was, this is with everybody in. You probably saw this as a thumbnail. This is everybody in coming to play some Warhams, which is great. Great weekend making, and your mum's so lovely. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. I'm glad everyone enjoyed meeting my mum. It was very strange for everyone to meet my mum. It was very strange to have so many people I know or people who know me off the internet in the same city where I live. I was a bit like, what's everyone doing here? I went over to see some people who come staying over, and I was like, why are you so close to my house? This is really strange. However, it was very funny. It was very, very funny. But yeah, basically, it was a great time. But we did have 7 rounds. And we had 100 players that turn up. We had space for 120, but we had 100 players turn up, which was super cool, super epic. And chat, we've taken over. We've won. We've finally won. We should be proud of ourselves, because we have taken over the one thing that hates me. It's Reddit. Look at it. Meta Monday today. Hellstorm's weekend. We've taken over Meta Monday 100%. Warhammer competitive Reddit is on fire, and it's all thanks to us. 100 people descended on the Hellstorm event, and we are the top rated, highest played event of the weekend. Let's go, baby. Let's get some hype in the chat. Oh, my voice is so fucked. We won. We finally beat the Reddit that hates me. The Reddit that hates every time I post in there, that downvotes me, that tries to get me banned. Now, they've lived long enough to become the villain themselves. 353 players overall this weekend, and 94 of them were with me. How sick is that? How good is that? We won. We beat them. We defeated Reddit. We own Reddit. It's ours. It was great. It was great. It was so good. We beat Reddit. Look at us. We're the top of the list. We get the special mention. Thanks. This weekend was a lot slow with only 353 players, but saw a major hosted by Hellstormwargaming because we're majorly good. Okay? We won. We own this. We own this town. We're like the sheriff now. Okay? We're the sheriff of this Reddit. But yeah, we were the biggest event, which is super cool. As you can see, we had double Eldar win, essentially. We had 3 winners. But to be fair, we had 94 winners, in my opinion. In my opinion, we had 94 winners, really. because everyone who turned up was amazing. It was so good. It was just such a nice event to run. It's the largest event we've run, and like kind of a league, but not really. But we are planning on doing more of this size, if not bigger. We've realized we can probably make this, we can utilize more of the venue to get more people in, but without sacrificing the extra space that everybody enjoyed. So we are planning on running more events there with more people in there. Because we just want to get as many gamers as possible. We win the internet, we did. Niall, we are Reddit. I'm Reddit. 94 plus staff of absolute chads. Literally Big C. Big Chad, that's what he said. 200 major, maybe. Coming soon. How much money did you lose? I don't really want to discuss that right now because I'm not sure. Oh, but yes, we did lose a lot of money. We did lose a lot of money, that's for sure. We didn't make money. We lost a lot of money. So anyway, thanks so much for all the memberships. Really appreciate it. I'm going to put extra tables in the dog track. Summertime event. Just tables all in the dog track. It's true. Even we did the Steve's raffle. Yeah, we lost a lot of money. The venue was awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Ridgecraft. I'm glad you liked it. I really liked the venue. We plan on doing more there. As I said when I first announced it, one of the first things I said is I wanted to raise the bar for competitive 40k in the UK. The competitive 40k in the UK. Because I think like 40k players are kind of like, they kind of accept anything. And I think that's an issue. They kind of just go anywhere. They'll play anywhere. They don't care. And that's a problem. I think 40k players deserve a lot better. You know? I think they deserve, you know, a nice venue, free food, well-lit area, comfy, cozy, bar available. I don't know, man. I just think 40k players need something really nice. And that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I wanted to achieve. So, not to take anything away from the guys because it's an amazing feat, but from a viewer's POV, having 2 finals the same was a little disappointing. Yeah, it was quite an interesting one because we had like quite a fun, interesting format, and I wanted to discuss that as well whilst I was here. But we can again, I'm going to be making a full video breaking everything down, probably going over some of the hiccups that happened because of it. But we ran an invitational at the same time as the main event. But the players that were entering the invitational, the initial idea was to run an invitational on the Friday. But a lot of people said they couldn't make it if it was on the Friday because you have to take time off work to go play. So I came up with like a concept of a system where essentially people could play in the invitational on the Saturday. And then if they lose in the invitational, they immediately like rejoin into the main event. It's because it's a knockout event. So they can kind of play both at the same time. And what we saw is we saw Josh Roberts versus Alex Petford in the final. Now, I've already gone over their list. I went over their lists last Monday. But just for clarity, just so everyone at home knows what's going on. You're probably sick of seeing these lists because they've been on stream a few times now. But here we go. We've got Josh Roberts with Aeldari, as you can see. Rank 3 worldwide. He had an alt-out Way Leaper with the Phoenix Gem, so kill it and he gets back up. We've got the Farseer, Spirit Seer, the Face Messenger to flip a dice to a 6. Incarn, Avatar of Kane, Triple Night Spinner, Rangers, Swooping Hawks, and Wraithguard. Wraithguard with the Wraith Cannons, having a great time. A great list, really strong player. Josh won 3 of our 4 heats throughout the year. And then we saw Alex Petford in the final as well, in the Invitational final. A very similar list. The difference is no Avatar of Kane, dropping 1 Night Spinner, but gained Troops, Troopmaster, Starweaver, and took Warp Spiders over Shadow Spectres, which is and Fugan as well, which is obviously another great list. These lists are the cream of the crop for Eldar right now. But Eldar's really broken, so it's quite funny. So what we saw is in the Invitational, we actually had those two players play each other almost identical, taking the same secondaries, which is also quite funny. However, what we saw is Alex Petford go first and actually beat Josh in the final in the Invitational, netting him a golden ticket to the Warhammer World Championships. You might notice that my ticket is now missing because it was given to Alex Petford. So I've no longer got my golden ticket, technically. I got the physical one. I got the one in spirit. The one that... It's fine. Alex taken mine. Because we didn't have one to give him, so I gave him mine. But because they both played in the Invitational, they actually rejoined the main event on the Sunday on 3 max wins. The idea is that both players, or all players who played in the Invitational, could play in both events, because we wanted to be able to have an Invitational and a main event at the same time. We wanted both players to enjoy both. So we came up with this system where we could have them rejoin the main event. The downside, one of the downsides anyway, there was a bit of a hiccup with pairings for how we made them pair into each other. And I've realised there's a much better way to do it next time. Excuse me, camera, focus. There we go. But also, the other problem is that we have wins and random in terms of pairing system. So, whilst they both went back into the pools, they randomly didn't draw each other. And then randomly didn't draw each other. And randomly didn't draw each other. And they actually ended up being the 2 undefeated players going back into the final to win another 500 quid and another golden ticket that they'd both already got. So what actually happened was we had Josh Roberts and Alex Petford in the final, in the Invitational on the Saturday in the last round, and then on the Sunday we had Josh Roberts versus Alex Petford in the final in the last round, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny, to be honest. And yes, arguably a slight flaw in the system. But what it actually meant is that we only really had super competitive, close, tight games throughout the weekend. So from a viewer perspective, I don't know if that is better or not. It was kind of a bit of an experiment of we've got invitationals, 8 great players playing on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we've got the top tables of this other big event that's happening right next to us. So now you've got cream of the crop again. But what you can have is the same people playing again. In the same list playing again because of the system that we had. But also, from a viewer perspective, but also from a person playing at an event that is being streamed perspective, is that you are less likely to play on stream because we only really take winning tables. We only take people who are winning games to play on stream, because we're wanting games that are we're trying to create stories about personalities, about people who could go and win the event. But the problem is with that is sometimes you can get mismatch of armies or mismatch of players earlier in the rounds, which can create really skewed games, which can be a bit of a whitewash, or it can be just really weird and people can make mistakes and stuff like that. But it's kind of an interesting system, essentially. We wanted to try it out to see if it worked, and it mostly worked, I think. I like the way Joe does it. Saturday fun stuff, Sunday the top table. Yeah, because at a normal event, that's exactly what we'd do. We'd be here's some cool stuff that we can find, and then on Sunday we'll go back to the winning tables. But because we had the Invitational, we never had that opportunity for fun stuff. And as we said, it actually meant that we just got loads of Eldar games, because Eldar are really good. We got 2 Eldar games on Saturday and 2 Eldar games on Sunday out of 7. Ballsy Mikey experimenting, enjoying his biggest tourney. What can I say? I'm a baller, Let me quickly catch up with chat. But that was the intention and the idea behind it, is that you get 6 to 7 excellent close games without having oh, here's a really cool army. Oh, he's got a bit of a weird pet matchup. we'll try it out, and it lasting like half an hour and just being a waste of a time. You definitely raised the bar, mate. Thank you, Mercenary. Mercenary, it's so good to hang out this weekend. It also helped it didn't have Gym Hall acoustics. Yeah, I don't have a headache. I'm tired. I've got a sore throat because I've like been shouting all weekend and streaming and stuff like that. But I don't have a headache. I feel fine actually. Free food, great venue, plenty of staff and judges, good stream. Definitely raising the bar. Best event I've been to. Alex, that is really kind of you to say, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate you. That's really kind of you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really, really glad you enjoyed it. If you didn't make it, you definitely missed out by the sounds of it. Great venue, needed more bins. It did need more bins. Yeah, it did need more bins. We'll do that. We'll get that sorted. Fugan, fucking Fugan. Why is he so busted? Fugan is busted. Yeah, it was quite funny. It's quite funny. Even though 1-5, half my games were really Corellos. Nice, man. I'm really glad you had a good time, Detnal. I'm really, really glad you had a good time. Maybe you should manually pair the invitational winners into each other round 4. Yeah, you could go, well, you're going to play each other in the invitational. You'd be playing each other at this point anyway. So one of you is going to win the invitational, but the other one's going to be losing this round in the main event as well. So you kind of like manually pair them into each other in the main event for round 3. We got some, you know, got some things, got some stuff to think about. Maybe the second final is the same people and they're not really worth watching is the issue. I actually think that Josh Roberts had a very, very good chance to win the second game. I think watching a mirror match can be quite interesting to watch, like how players deal with playing against the same army. And in the final of the Invitational, Alex Petford went first, went for a ballsy move, and it paid off. And I was quite interested and quite not like rooted against Alex, but I was like, if Alex doesn't do the ballsy move, or he does do the ballsy move and it doesn't work out, Josh could actually beat him, which would be really cool and really interesting because he like Alex wins one, Josh wins the other. It actually turned out that Alex won both, and I now owe Alex £1,000. So anyway, thanks everyone for the gifted memberships. If you want to gift more, that would be really cool because I'm going to be very poor. But Alex actually won both games. And it's kind of like a testament to both players being so great at Warhammer that they can go out and play all of these amazing games, all the really close games, really hard games. So they went through some real top caliber players to then meet each other in the final again, and then be able to play such actually a super close game because there was like 1 or 2 dice rolls. We'll go into. I'm going to actually be jumping on a call with Alex and Josh about the final. Like sometime this week, but it was actually so close that Josh almost won it. There was like a 1 or 2 dice rolls that if they'd gone in his favor he would have won, compared to like the day before where Josh had actually lost so many assets turn 1. It was kind of like an uphill battle from there. Wait, so the golden ticket doesn't have a digital code on the back? I feel cheated. No, it's all by email. It's actually pretty rubbish. I think the format works really, really well. Having identical finals is just a consequence of having 2 of the best players in the world bringing 9 unbeatable lists. Yes, also true. Alex and Josh are 2 of the best players in the world, quite literally. Rank 3 and rank 19 worldwide with insanely good Eldar lists. And they are just excellent players, so they just beat everybody. So it's kind of like unavoidable unless you like force a pairing early and take the score then rather than letting them technically both win even though one lost. Something that we just have to consider if we do that same format next year. So good venue, bad mics. Yeah, the microphones are a bit of an issue. The venue manager was a bit annoyed about it, but I learned that if you stood in the right place it started to work properly. Did John Swallow play? No, he was part of the Invitational, but he couldn't make it. I agree that all my games are super fun. I'm glad you had a good time, Mercenary. It was a great event. I didn't even play in it. That's true, Nathan. You didn't play, but you did have a good time. I think we all did. Perhaps in the future, Invitational can only have 1 of each army. that'd be quite interesting if you had like you like banned armies by taking one. That'd be quite fun. Membership. Shut up, Niall. Why is the stream goal not updated properly? That's a good point. It hasn't. I think we have hit the goal, right? Is it because they came through quite quickly? I don't know. Evan and I played at a right laugh, even when I got my poo pushed in by Aeldari round 5. It's not registered the final 5 memberships for some reason. I'll have a look in a minute. Maybe smaller cash prizes take a 0 or a 2 off. That's something I'm going to be sending feedback forms out, because like no other 40k event really does cash prizes bar Las Vegas Open, and that's only if you win the ITC. But we did it, and I don't think it was a problem. I didn't really hear any complaints. We'll see. There's 16 gifted in total, so we have hit the goal. I'll probably give away a pack of dice, but I don't actually have them because they're all at Sanctuary now. Because I had to empty the van this morning, so my actual event organisation finished about 4 o'clock today. The only flaw is I couldn't game vote, best game vote all 6 of my opponents. Incredible people. I'm glad you had a good time, buddy. It was just super cool to see so many people from like the entire Hellstorm Discord or the Hellstorm community kind of come together. We all realized we're actually all real people, and everyone was just like super cool and super sweet and super kind, which is very cool. Wasn't there 10 gifted? No, mate. 3 5s and a 1. Could get them to play the list they ran when they got invited. That might be an issue, Super Strudel, because some of them got invited in 9th edition, so they would be pretty fucked. Unless you said, oh, you can only play that faction. But then people probably wouldn't play. I think people would just be like, I don't want to play. Me and Ridgecraft had a really close game, very back and forth. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you had a good time. But we will be having more. But also there was some drama. Some drama at the Hellstorm event. I was gifted. I was gifted quite a bit at the Hellstorm event. There's one from Jamartin that, no, I will not be showing on stream. And I'm not going to discuss it. It was weird. But I was gracious. Politely. Quite a bit. It was only 5-inch. It was something, Jamartin. That's all I'll say. It was to do with Mikey's other hobby. Yes. Exactly. Well, my other hobby. It was very strange. However, the Colour Theft on Instagram, or Ant, who's part of the community, Colour Theft tunes into chat, comes into chat sometimes as well. He was super generous. You might have seen on Instagram, we posted about it. Is it in an Ansummer's gift bag? It was an Ansummer's gift wrapping. That is all I'm going to say now. I'm not going to answer any more questions. It's not legally binding. But Ant is a very, very generous, because he actually painted me up a really, really cute gift of when I won the golden ticket. I was playing Deathwatch, and when I met Ant, I gifted him my head. He actually painted me as a Deathwatch lieutenant, which I thought was very, very cool. There's a picture on Instagram. Which is, you can go and check it out, where there's a collaboration post there. Go give Colour Theft a follow. But Colour Theft actually painted me up as a Deathwatch lieutenant to celebrate the fact that I won the Warhammer World golden ticket with Deathwatch, which is really, really cool. Yes, and he came all the way from Cornwall to come and hand deliver it. He could have like posted it or just like sent me pictures like, hey man, look what I did. Focus, damn it. There you go. But no, so he painted up a Deathwatch lieutenant, which was so cool. It was so epic. But yeah, it literally came up from Cornwall. Literally the furthest away it could have come from. Without flying. or boating, I guess. But that was super cool. That was super sick. It's such a nice paint job. It's exactly like the Death Watch that I paint. It's like the basing is exactly the same. The way he's painted the armor is exactly the same as how I painted the Death Watch that I did use, barring the Blood Ravens. So that was really kind. I just wanted to make sure like Ant got like a special shout out. And there's like a picture and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put that on the shelf. Not with Jamartin. Excuse me, I'm in my pajamas. It's been a long day. I'm gonna put him up there. That's like, it is quite funny. That's like the 4th model with my face on it that I've received, which is very cool. Without flying, Jamartin. Without flying. It's a long way to travel for just the UK. But also, Cornwall is probably further than the Netherlands. Yeah, definitely in terms of journey time. But also, you might remember the last event I ran, or one of the last events I ran. I was surprised during the award ceremony by Elliot and Nick that had collaborated and schemed together with Free Radio Armageddon, one of our longest serving mods, or Brian. And they actually gifted me a Invicta War suit with my head on it. That's another one with my face on. You might remember that one. So sorry, my throat's really bad. This is why I tell you short stream today. You might remember the Invicta War suit. But they've been at it again for some reason. And I don't know what, Brian, I think you're in chat. I don't know why you keep sending me random models. You little shit. They'd schemed together again. They'd schemed together again to send me the one model I actually hate. The one model I can't stand. And the reason I can't stand it is because I only started talking about this model when I found someone was cheating on stream with a list they couldn't use. And it was this. As you can see, this is the wrong song. But Brian had schemed with Lambo Paints to gift me a dreaded Amble with a dead Blood Raven on the base. But this is actually a Rogue Trader one, so it's actually metal. But he's gifted me a Amble, even though it's banned. Okay? Yes, it's an original metal one. It's an... So now I own an Amble. You can throw it at him. If I ever meet Brian in person, I am going to throw this at him. So if you don't know the story, okay? If you don't know the story of the dreaded Amble, the reason it's dreaded is because it's annoying, is the fact that when Leagues of Votann first came out in 9th edition, they were really shit. People were like, these are really shit. And we obviously look at Meta Monday all the time. And we look at Meta Monday all the time. And a Leagues of Votann list came like 2nd place. And I was like, fuck, man, that's insane. How is a Leagues of Votann army with an unknown player come 2nd at this like 50-man event? Let's have a look at the list. And I'm sure someone has found it. I don't know what date it was. I don't remember. But we were looking through the list to be like, how did they do this? And it had like the Carl, and it had like the guy with the hammer, the Grimney or whatever his face is, some Hearthkin, it had a land fortress. But it also had 2 Ambles. 2 dreaded Ambles. And I was like, Ambles. That's a really interesting one. Ambles. Who would have thought to put Ambles in a Leagues of Votann list? But then we looked more and more into it. And I was like, look at the rules. And I was like, wait a minute. The data sheet doesn't look right. Because we were looking at it on Warhampedia at the time. And I was like, this data sheet doesn't look right. So then we were trying to find the rules for the Amble on Games Workshop's website. And we could only find them on, like, the Blackstone Fortress downloadable PDF. That was the only place you could find them because it's from Blackstone Fortress. And I was like, there's no points here. So I have a look at the Munitorum Field Manual. And we scrolled around and we couldn't find the points for the Amble, the dreaded Amble. And it came to a point where I was convinced that it was fine. And chat was saying it was fine to use an Amble. But we couldn't find the points for it in the Munitorum Field Manual. And the Munitorum Field Manual says, if you can't find the points, these are all the units that are legal. If the points aren't here, it's not legal. And I was trying to say that the Amble was banned, but chat was trying to gaslight me to say it wasn't banned and it was okay. Everyone should go out and buy an Amble. And I was like, no, you can't go out and buy an Amble. They're banned. They're illegal. So it just descended into chaos. People trying to gaslight me, saying, yeah, you can use Ambles, it's fine. They've got rules, just use one. Just use any. Just use 5. Why not? That was the funniest stream. It was descending into chaos. It did descend into chaos. But it just became to a point where chat was just trying to gaslight me about the dreaded Amble. And I believe this is why I've now been sent a dreaded Amble. But also... the dreaded Amble was a very fucking annoying in bolt gun, which that video should be coming out either this week or next week. The bolt gun video. But yeah, so shout out to Brian and shout out to Nick, obviously, for painting it. But shout out to Brian, Free Radio Armageddon, for sending me with, like, probably priceless. I don't know how much dreaded Ambles in Rogue Trainer models cost, but I imagine they are quite expensive. And it has been painted up beautifully. It is based beautifully. So I'm sure we will find some use for him soon. But do Ambles stack with all his dust? Alright, fuck off. Let's have a look at Meta Monday before we call it a night. As you can see, the Super All-Stars Hellstorm's Major, 94 players, 6th round with a 7th for the top 2. We got Eldar Mirror again. You've seen the list. Well done to Alex Petford, who won both the Invitational and the main event, one after the other, bagging himself £1,000 in his pocket. £1,000 in his pocket. So congratulations to Alex. And commiserations to Josh Roberts, who came second, who lost to Petford in the Invitational and in the main event as well. But he did net himself 300 quid as well. He netted himself another 300 quid. And we also had Necrons in 5-1. This was Chris Langton, who actually played in the Invitational with Triple Catan. I can pull up his list as well. One second. With the creepiest face known to man. But Chris Langton actually played in the Invitational as well. He got knocked out by Josh Roberts round 1. He always plays Necrons, and this was his list. It was Triple Catan, it was Necron Lord, Oracle and Diviner, an Immortal Squad, a Brick of Warriors, some Destroyers, some Tomb Blaze, Crypto Thralls, all the things that you probably expect, but most of it came down to Triple Catan, and he actually came 3rd, which was which you would think isn't that exciting. However, this is a bad song. However, Josh Roberts already had a golden ticket, and Alex Petford had won one the day before, so Chris Langton actually qualified for the Warhammer World Championships because he came 3rd, which was so good. Which is so good. So Chris actually came 3rd. He bagged 200 quid and a golden ticket. If he won both, isn't it 1,500? No, it's 500 for first place. And then second place in the main event and third place got a cut of the prize as well. So it's like 500, 300, 200 essentially for the top 3. So yeah, shout out to Chris Langton. He plays a bunch. He's a super nice lad. He's a really good player with his Necrons. And he's going to America as well now, which is super cool. So... So he came third. Both those brothers are absolute legends. They are really nice. We've had Matt on stream. We've never had Chris on stream, but I would like to have Chris on stream. That'd be fun. But yeah, so yeah, we got Necrons 5-1. We had Space Marines, Ultramarines in particular. In Gladius Task Force 5-1. We had another Eldar player with 5-1. Votan 5-1. We had Charles on incoming 6th, which is super cool to see. And Dom, who played in the semi-finals, also came 7th. There's an event with 51 players, as you can see. Admech won, which is pretty crazy, actually. Pretty crazy, to be fair. And Chaos Spaces went undefeated. Interesting. Les Warpy Cultures IDF in France. Chaos 5-0. Chaos are really, really good. Chaos are really strong. I think a lot of people are getting caught off by the obliterators. So if you can't screen them out very well, it's very difficult to deal with. The crazy thing, there's an Ipswich in Australia. That is pretty crazy, yeah. Death Guard 5-0 with the 30-player event. Let's get the stats. Let's get this. Where's the stats? Because we own Reddit. Don't forget, I should look at the comments. Do you think people are insulting me in the comments? Even though Hellstorm owns this weekend. Aeldari only had one event win, but it was the largest event of the weekend. Hellstorm's event, baby! 63% weekend win rate. It was a slow weekend with just 253 players, but they were only the second. They were the second most played faction of the weekend with 27 players. So almost 10% of the meta was Aeldari, 10 of which went XL or X1. It feels clear they are heading back towards 60% overall win rate. New lists seem to be settling into dominance. Yeah, no one could deal with 10 Wraith Guard. What the fuck? You said you would never stream on Monday. I stream every Monday. Admech win another event. They're second of 10th with a 46% win rate. Their play numbers are extremely small, but their dedicated player base seems to be dragging them up. I can't read. It's so tired. Sorry. Chaos Knights at 50% weekend win rate. 50% win rate since the data slate with 3 events wins since the data slate. They seem to be in an extremely healthy spot and seeing lots of play. Yeah, Chaos Knights are just like one of the most popular factions, I feel like. Just like War Dog spam is really good. The stratagems are pretty good, but being able to get a bunch of bodies, and then you've got the tech pieces of Blue Scribes, Nurglings, Changeling, being able to add those in as well. People are having a great time with them. Votan had the best win rate of the weekend at 65%, with their win rate since the data slate now sitting around 55%. They won their 5th event, another small GT, but had some great placing others. In fact, 5 of the 12 players went X1 or XO, which is pretty sick. Well done, Charles, mate. Death Guard won another event and Songle played with 15. Tau, Chaos Demons, and Orcs all had terrible weekends, falling well below their 7-week win rate. Ooh, Tau players. Big C, what happened? Only 3 factions have not won an event since the data slate: Custodies, World Eaters, and Grey Knights. That's my bad on the Tau, Big C. Let the side down, mate. All you're doing is all a favour because we all hate Tau. Just pulling up a video chat. Don't worry about it. Three factions that haven't won an event. Oof. What's this here? Oh, what's this? What's this video? Sorry. Oh, God damn it. I'm trying to zoom in. Took Grey Knights to a tournament. It was a mistake, but I won it. I didn't win. I came second. I came second. Space Marine players went nuts this weekend with trying out new builds with Space Wolves, Firestormers, or Blood Angels, Ironstorm Army. Overall, Space Wolves got more out than new detachments this weekend, but who knows about next week. I think this is probably the first weekend that Space Marines are probably being used as well. Third place. Oh, did I come third? Fuck, I did come third. That's cringe. Oof. Oof. What happened to Tau? Big seat happened, clearly. Can Eldar just go out, go to timeout for a year? Eldar is really, really good. Phantasm and Fate Die still really strong. Sorry, Big C. Didn't mean to call you out personally, but I thought it'd be funny. Oh, this is quite interesting. I installed 51. Gladius 49. Stormlands 47. I installed seems to be the strongest one. Iron seems to be the strongest faction of the Space Marine book so far. I left my game face at the bar. All these guys with guard winning games need to calm down. They are undoing all the work me and Josh are doing to get us above. I don't think anyone's insulting Hellstorm. Has anyone even said Hellstorm? Oh, wait, me. Great post title. I agree. 0 upvotes. That's annoying. I'm going to have to downvote myself. That's cringe. Not even one other person bothered to upvote. All right. Okay. Let's have a look at the numbers. Sorry about my coughing. My throat is really bad. Refresh. He did? Are you sure? I was at the Hellstorm event. Best UK event I've been to since Steve King started doing Caledonia events. This should be the new standard. UK TC is shit compared to this. I know what you mean. I don't know what you're about. Anyway, met Monday time. Thanks for mine. So obviously we've seen all these bits already. This is just the laid out version on metamonday.com. Make sure you go and give it a follow. Get it in your favorites, baby. Let's have a look. These are votes on 65%. Eldar 63%. Sisters 55%. Holy shit. Those win rates are high, baby. Those win rates are high. Space Wolves Index 67% win rate. Wowzer. One person went 4-2. This is going to be quite funny, having to track all of these different detachments for each Space Marine faction. Because all the Space Marines have them, which is fine. But then you think about like every other faction, like Dark Angels, technically has them. I don't think any other win rate. Crusher Stampede, 80%. What the fuck? Bruh? Just went, what, 4-1? What a fucking lad with Crusher Stampede. Everyone said Crusher Stampede was the shittest one there is. Ugh. Fair play. Fair play. Blood Angels, Gladius Task Force, 73% win rate. Holy fuck. Again, the numbers are so small, but 73% win rate looks insane. All three players lost, 2 games between them? 8 players, 11 wins? Wait, how many games is that? Is that games and then wins? Games played and then wins. Okay, that makes more sense. 11 wins. 8 wins out of 11 games. Holy shit balls. Nobody expects the Crusher Stampede. They don't. Why are we not talking about who won the raffle? Because I think you've won enough, Steve. I think you've won enough. Steve decided to put so many tickets into the raffle that no one else was allowed to win anything. And Steve just gave the prizes to everyone else. I think the amount Steve had put into the raffle, he probably could have just gone out and bought everything. It was very funny. But I didn't miss it all because I was doing admin. Right, who's got the highest win rate of the season so far? We got Dark Angels with 60%. Is it Dark Angels? Firestorm Assault Force, that's like one person, so I don't think we'll count that. How many is the Dark Angel one? Also one person. God damn it. I don't know, like, look at, like, the entire season win percentage is one guy who did well. 55 for Black Templars. 56 for Black Templars overall.
I heard that Mikey hasn't ever won anything that didn't come out of a tombola, so I don't understand how he ignores something as important as a raffle.
Bro, I won a golden ticket fair and square. Suck a fat one. I got a free holiday fair and square. Suck it, baby. Also, thanks for the 5. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for the 5. Really kind of you. But yes, Steve bought so many tickets that no one else was allowed to win. He took all the fun and took it for himself. That's what he said. But I'm glad he had a good time, and I think everyone else enjoyed it as well. Everyone was like, why is that guy winning everything? And then they saw how many tickets were on his table. I think Steve had like a posse of people checking numbers for him because he couldn't check that fast. That's not what Ennis said. Ennis can get to fuck. Show us his fabled golden ticket. I can't. I've had it stolen. It's gone. It's gone. The golden ticket's gone. It's waiting for all the Josh trolling. Trolling Josh is always fun. Taking the piss of Josh is always fun. Ready because I wasn't ready for my announcement. But I found it really, really hard. to come out and say this. But if I keep stalling so I can find the right song to put on, I am retiring now. Forever. I found the song. I mean, I'm ready to talk about my speech. I'm retiring for the foreseeable. And it is very sad. It is very, very sad. I know. It's basically over for me. It's basically over because I'm announcing my retirement right now. And I know you're all sad. Can I get some Hellstorm 7s in chat? It's basically over for everyone here. It's a sad day, I know. I know you're all really sad. That's why you can't type in the chat very fast. It's a very, very sad day. But I wanted to come on and announce that I'm retiring for a whole week. I'm retiring for a whole week, baby. Because I'm having a week off. Let's go! I'll never retire. I'm just having a couple of days off. Let's go! It's never over. I'm the God Gamer. You know it. You know I'm the God Gamer. It never ends. It never stops. I'm having like 2 days off. I'm just having this week off of streams because my voice hurts and I'm really tired. Most people call it a holiday. I call it retiring for 1 week. Okay? I'm taking the week off, baby. I'm going to be not streaming this week. There'll be no morning news. There'll be no Friday game stream. Because I'm actually going to be releasing 2 huge videos this week and next week. As I've mentioned, the bolt gun video is finished. It will be being released this week. Next week, I'm hoping to have a huge video come out as well. So I'm taking a week off. I'm not going to stream because basically I'm going to be preparing those videos and preparing for Atlanta. Okay? In just shy of 2 weeks, I'm flying to Atlanta with the golden ticket I no longer have to compete in the Warhammer World Championships of Warhammer Worlds Championships. Bolt action, no bolt action. Bolt gun. The bolt gun play stream is coming out as a video, which is going to be very fun. And I'm just basically taking a few days off so I can go paint some models. I'm just very tired, and I think a couple of days off just to rest and relax before I go full on, ready to go to the biggest tournament ever. Well, maybe Las Vegas Open was bigger, but the biggest tournament of 10th edition for me in America. I've not been to America since pre-pandemic. So I just want to let you know that I won't be streaming for the rest of the week. I will be on Discord though. It's supposed to put Discord in chat, so make sure you join. I'm just basically taking a few days off from streaming, and I'll be back next week. If that's cool. If that's okay with everyone. Will you reveal your army or secret to list submission? It'll definitely be very secret into list submission. Definitely 100%. Also, Thomas Wilkins. Great tournament, Mikey. Thanks to you and everyone that made it happen. Thanks to you, Tom. Thomas actually won favourite player, but then pissed off home before he could collect his award, which is very funny. Week off so you can enjoy the gift. No, Martin. No, no, no.
Mikey. Thanks
No,
to
no,
you and
no,
everyone
no,
that
no.
made it happen.
No, no, no. No, no. However, I just want to let you know that I'm off for the week. That was the main reason for the stream tonight. The semi-finals and the invitational... Sorry, the semi-finals and the final will be re-uploaded. The Boltgun video's out this week, hopefully. There's another video coming out this week, maybe. Basically, it doesn't really stop. I just wanted to come on and say hi. You should go dress like one of those professional poker players. Like a professional poker player? Like in a hoodie? Like, do you want me to go like this guy? I've seen him before. Do you want me to go like this guy? No. But what we will do is give away a set of dice as a thank you. We'll get this song going again because it's a great tune. What we're going to do... That's not that song. God damn it. We're going to give away a set of dice because we did hit the member goal. So thanks so much, everyone. Really appreciate you all. We got a keyword giveaway. And to honour Jamartin, it's a keyword giveaway in his honour. It'll be exclamation point peg. Exclamation point peg to win a set of dice. Now is the time to type exclamation point peg. The dice won't be sent till next week because I don't have them. I left them at Sanctuary today. Exclamation point peg in chat. And you'll be able to win a free set of dice if you are in the UK. If you're outside the UK, I will get you something else. Jake got kidnapped. Jake did get kidnapped. But exclamation point peg, I've got 5 choices to choose from, which is exciting. I think the dice are quite popular. We used the new dice on stream as well. We had the blue and the red ones. Excuse my voice. There's 23 people entered. There's 50 people watching. So exclamation point peg in chat. You're going to have until the end of this song, which is around 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. To type exclamation point peg, you win a free set of dice. I got some white ones. Nice one, bud. I hope they roll well for you. Really hope they rolled well for you. Well, I'm excited. I just wanted to take a few days off. That's why I mostly came on to say. And to basically say that the live stream, because YouTube died, so they're all on Twitch, but they're going to get re-uploaded. I'm going to be hanging out in the Discord a little bit more probably this week. But mostly just trying to chill and get some work done. Probably not. Taking some time on to do some work. But yeah, the next big thing to happen in the old Hellstorm timeline is Atlanta, I think. Something might be coming up in the middle of it. Maybe in the middle. But I'm not sure. I'm still working that bit out. But I've got to finish painting my list and actually buying it as well, which is pretty cringe. But if you don't know, we're going to do a keyword giveaway if you've not seen one of these before. You type the thing that I tell you to type, such as exclamation point peg, and your name comes up here with a little blue dot next to it. If you've got a little blue dot next to it, that means you've successfully entered the giveaway. If you are a channel viewer, you have no extra luck. You get 1 entry. If you're a channel member, you get 10 entries. That's how it works. It's easy as that, everyone. Exclamation point Discord to make sure you join. If you aren't a member already, you can become a member for as little as £1.99 a month. To join the boys club, to join the Discord, you get full access to the Discord. It is free to join, but if you want full access to that, to get everything that's in there, then make sure you become a member, or hope that you are gifted a membership. If you're already a member, you can gift memberships as well. That's super cool. You let other people join the Discord for free. There's actually going to be some more content coming for members very, very soon. I've been toying with the idea, and Tom said it was a good idea, about doing like behind the scenes vlogs. So I'm probably going to start doing some behind the scenes vlogs of what's happening outside of essentially just streaming for members only. So you are encouraged to do so to support the channel, okay? Because a lot of shit happens behind the scenes, and you don't always see it. And Tom said it might be cool to do that, and I was like, you know what, that will be cool. So if you are in the Discord, great. If you aren't already, then you should. There's a link that's just come up in chat right now. And if you're not a member already, it really helps me. It helps get the lights on. It helps make me do big things like we did over the weekend. So it's something to think about. Something to think about. And make sure you link the correct YouTube channel, because we've had that a few times. But anyway, the song has finished. So thanks so much for entering. There are 29 people in, only 55 viewers. So some of you haven't bothered. But I don't care, because you're going to miss out on some free stuff. Unlike the lucky Jay Taylor. Let's go, Jay Taylor. Congratulations, Jay Taylor. You have just won a free set of dice that aren't actually released yet. They were exclusive to this tournament over the weekend. So, Jay Taylor, come on, come in. Say hello, hello, hello. I'm pretty sure Jay Taylor is in the Discord. Congratulations, Jay. Is he still here? Sweet, I never win. Jay, you are a liar. Everyone, just watch you win right now. Obligatory who? Who mega lol? Congratulations, Jade. So you just won a free set of dice. Make sure you are in our Discord. Make sure you drop me a DM. And I'll get those sorted as soon as I can. Those dice win games. Yeah, we got 5 to choose from. We've got a whole bunch. We've got some red ones. We've got some white ones. We've got some orange ones. We've got some purple ones. And we've got some actual blue ones. So drop me a DM, mate. Congratulations. I'll get those dice sent out to you probably next week. But thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much, everyone who turned up over the weekend. I'll have a full video coming out of it about it very, very soon. Because it has been kind of like one of those like months and months of work type thing that's finally like come to fruition. So I kind of like wanted to like document it a little bit and kind of like share my thoughts and feelings about it. And show some of the behind the scenes as well, because it was quite a lot. But otherwise, I'm going to call it early. I know I normally stream till 9, but I said my voice is giving me a bit of jip. I'm going to go have some tea. I'm going to go chill out. So I said no streams this week, but I'm going to be coming back with a bang. Okay, there's going to be videos, just no live streams. So if you see those videos, you want to support the channel, you can super thanks on the videos. You can give memberships on videos, I think, these days. Incoming video, how to run a super major. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thanks for an amazing video. Thank you so much for coming, mate. I couldn't do it without the people who turned up. So I know obviously I told all them, thanks for coming and doing other things, but thank you for like commenting and also tuning in and saying hi and coming back. So I couldn't do what I do without people like yourselves in chat, without people who turn up to events, without people who give memberships, or people who simply like the streams. You know? But for now, we say goodbye. Momentarily. For a couple of days. We do say bye. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be on Discord. I'm not going anywhere really. But let's get some Hellstorm 7s. As we say goodbye for now. Good night, everyone. Have fun. Goodbye. Bye, everyone. Bye. 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 Bye, everyone. The slow lady's cringe. Fuck you, Tom. Okay? Fuck you.